All right, so there is no split to anything. There is no split to anything. The only results you can get is by focusing on you, staying in your lane. What's good, YouTube? It's Fitness with Prince here. Welcome to another video. Alright guys, you can see from the title, everybody's favorite question, man. What's your split? What's your split? What's the best split to build muscle and burn fat? I would say, man, training for about to be almost 4 years, there is no secret way to build muscle and burn fat. It's all about your work ethic, your efficiency, your consistency, your dedication, and keep going when the days you don't feel like it, man. But I'll say this: if you want to know the real secret of building muscle and burning fat, just look at your diet, man. Look at your diet. Many people want to figure out, if I hit chest and tries, is it gonna give me this? If I hit biceps, back and biceps, is it gonna give me this? If I hit shoulders and arms, is it gonna give me this? Just focus on your diet, man, because 80% is your diet. You can, argue, don't argue with me, argue with God, but 80% is your diet. 20% is your workout. So if you don't work out one day, but you eat good during the day, you didn't work out. Let's say if it's your rest day. Many people take rest day as, oh, it's my time to rest and calm down with what I'm supposed to be eating as far as like eating healthy. But you gotta understand, players that want to win, champions that want to win, they don't shine, when the time, to play the league is the off season, when they have to be the greatest self to be able to prepare. Because if you prepare, if you don't prepare, you prepare to fail. I don't know if that's the same. If you know, you know. So most of the time we trying to like do something when it's time to do something instead of doing something over time. Like it's summer, everybody trying to cut and look good for the summer, but that should have been done in the winter. That should have been done in the spring. That should have been done in the fall. But we want to wait until summertime when everybody is shining, trying to fit in and shine. When you could have been fitting in the winter, when you could be fitting in the fall, in the spring, you name it. So there is no specific split. Focus on staying consistent, working on your diet, man. I'm gonna keep repeating the diet. Your diet is very important. Okay, your diet is very important. So, and to be able to look good, you have to, work a certain way. All right, by tracking. So number one, track your meals. I was that guy, always like, oh man, I'ma just, I know what I eat, I'm a eyeball it, and see like, oh yeah, as long as I'm looking good, and it should be all right. I don't need to track my meals, and it's pointless. Why? What do I look like tracking my meals? Is this a test? Is it a driver's license to write something down? But small steps. Tracking your meals it's a sign of discipline. It's a sign of discipline because you would think the smaller thing people, eyeball it, people overlook it. But that's the most, the smallest thing is the most thing that you be able to, it will take you so far than you actually just trying to eyeball it and you trying to figure out a way by just doing something. You think you're going to ignore something and expect the results. I mean, you might get the results, that is needed, but not the results that you want. So every time you're trying to figure out your favorite influencer, what's that split, just because they did this and they showing it, to you, you think, oh, this is the best and stuff like that. But especially social media, like Instagram, everybody's happy on, Instagram, especially every social media, but especially Instagram. Why is that? Everybody showing their best highlights. You know, when you go on Instagram, you don't see somebody depressed. You don't see somebody crying because life is hard. Everybody hide their worst moment because nobody want to see that. People like results, and if you can give somebody results, you automatically will make their day. You automatically will be making a huge impact over people. Nobody likes the back work, like trying and working hard behind the scenes. Nobody want to see that unless you want to show them, but it's not really what they want to see. That's what many people go around trying to figure out what's the best split, because they not like, you will be on a workout plan. You're not even focusing on the workout plan. As soon as you see your favorite influencer come with this workout plan or this workout split, you automatically jumping on it. And then, once another person come on, you jumping on it. Like, you gotta focus on you, man. Because if you stay in your own lane, you can never fall. You know what I'm saying? You can never crash. Like, you driving in the highway for, just for example. If you're driving in the highway and you going, it don't matter where you're going, and you stay in your lane, you always, every time you stay in your lane, it don't matter where you're going. The GPS, or, you going with whatever, if you know the place, you always get there, right? So, why cut in front of somebody else's lane? Why rush? Why rush? Because you're going to get there anyways. So if you stay in your lane, you can never crash, man. That's why accidents happen, because many people trying to cut in front of this person and trying to cut in front of this person and speed because they're not on time. And I'm going to come back to, preparing. If you don't prepare, you fail to prepare. If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. If you're not preparing, what you gonna do during the day, and if you got something to handle and you're not preparing, you're not tracking your meals, you're always gonna be in a rush to do something, because now you're doing something last minute. That's a sign of procrastination. Procrastination is the evil of every mankind, every human being. Because if you procrastinate, I'm gonna do it today, and then today don't come. Tomorrow is not promised. So you're gonna do it today, and you don't do it today, and then tomorrow come. You said today, you didn't do it today, and then tomorrow, and the next day come, you don't do it. There is no right time to do anything. Just for example, if you're driving in the highway and you going, it don't matter where you're going, and you stay in your lane, you always, every time you stay in your lane, it don't matter where you're going. The GPS, or, you going with, with whatever, if you know the place, you always get there, right? So, why cut in front of somebody else's lane? Why rush? Why rush? Because you're going to get there anyways. So if you stay in your lane, you can never crash, man. That's why accidents happen, because many people trying to cut in front of this person and trying to cut in front of this person and speed because they're not on time. And I'm going to come back to, preparing. If you don't prepare, you fail to prepare. If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. If you're not preparing, what you gonna do during the day, and if you got something to handle and you're not preparing, you're not tracking your meals, you're always gonna be in a rush to do something, because now you're doing something last minute. That's a sign of procrastination. Procrastination is the evil of every mankind, every human being. Because if you procrastinate, I'm gonna do it today, and then today don't come. Tomorrow is not promised. So you're gonna do it today, and you don't do it today, and then tomorrow come. You said today, you didn't do it today, and then tomorrow, and the next day come, you don't do it. There is no right time to do anything. No, there is no right time to do nothing. The only time to do something is to do it now. All right, so there is no split to anything. There is no split to anything. The only results you can get is by focusing on you, staying in your lane, tracking your meals, and working effectively. Many people go to the gym nowadays, just grab a camera and they start making content instead of working. Working on that physique that you want. You're too busy, trying to create content, and then you end up not working as much. You end up spending 3 hours in the gym, and then you haven't done anything by just creating content. I'm not saying, I'm a content creator as well. I'm not saying don't create content, but put it in the work too, man. Don't try to just create content for the people and then, come with this false narrative that you're working, and it's like in reality, you're not getting nowhere. You got to be real with yourself. That's one thing. Be real with yourself too, man. Because you think you working, but you lying to yourself. You lying to yourself. So focus. It's not about what's the best split out there. Just focus on working, to the best of your ability. You work hard, you play hard. So when you come to the gym, work on what you got to work on, and then if you got to create content after that, then do it while you're working. But don't just come, to the gym with a purpose of I got to create content, I got to I got to catch up, I got to do this. Because then, you only, you're doing your best less, you're doing your less a favor. Don't just come to the gym saying, oh, I'm working out, I'm gonna come and create content. Okay, you create content, but if you're not really showing many people results. All right, guys, so camera cut off, but I was almost about to be done anyways. Remember, this is what I leave you guys with. Stay in your lane, stick with one thing, focus on it, work on it until it don't work no more. If it don't work no more, switch some things. Go do a debrief. Why this split not working? Instead of jumping to split on top of split on top of split because your favorite influencer said it is the best way to build muscle and lose weight or lose fat. If you bulking or cutting, it still don't matter. Stick with what you be doing. Stick with one thing. Stay in your lane because you can never crash. And keep working, man. But yeah, that's all I would say. Let me know if you like this type of video, like sit down, talk to you guys, because I usually, y'all don't really see me like that. I do a voiceover of my videos, and I just call it a day. But I just want to try something new. It's 2023, so the new year, I want to be able to be more consistent with my YouTube. So I'm holding myself accountable as well. I don't want to procrastinate it, and then so I'm gonna make this video. It have to be perfect and all that. I'm setting myself as an example. So, I'm not just talking. I practice what I preach, and that's what I want you guys to do. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. It's Finished with Prince here. Let me know if you like to see, this type of videos coming down below. And I'm out, man. Peace.